For over 2 decades, one of the most common complaints you'll hear about the anime Sonic X is aimed squarely at one character, Chris Thorndike. And look, the criticism is understandable. He's often seen as a spotlight-stealing, bland, and overly emotional character who takes away from the Sonic cast we came to see. But what if I told you that Chris Thorndike, for all his flaws, is just a symptom of a much deeper problem? What if the show's true fatal flaw, the one thing that holds it back from greatness, is something else entirely? Forget Chris for a moment. Sonic X's biggest mistake is its disastrous pacing. The first 52 episodes of Sonic X are a structural mess. The initial season is largely composed of original episodic stories. On its own, that isn't a bad thing, but for a show with a clear end goal, get the Chaos Emeralds and go home, the Monster of the Week format feels agonizingly slow and often pointless. For many viewers, the early episodes became a chore to watch, with long stretches of low-stakes action that felt like filler. The central plot of collecting the Chaos Emeralds is actually resolved in episode 26, halfway through the initial run. This leaves the next 26 episodes feeling directionless, stuck in a strange limbo where the main objective is complete, but our heroes are still just there. This slow, meandering pace creates a show that feels shockingly boring for a series about the fastest thing alive. But here's where the pacing problem gets truly bizarre. After dozens of episodes of slow, uneventful meandering, the show suddenly slams its foot on the gas and tries to cram the entire plot of the beloved game Sonic Adventure into just 6 episodes. Think about that. A game that takes around 9 hours to experience fully is condensed into roughly 2 hours of television. While the adaptation is praised by some for being faithful, the compression does the story a massive disservice. Key character moments and plot points are glossed over, and the epic scale of Perfect Chaos's attack on Station Square feels jarring after so much casual slice-of-life content. The adaptation of Sonic Adventure 2 suffers a similar fate, with crucial story beats feeling rushed and underdeveloped, padded out by filler scenes with the human characters. It's a classic case of whiplash. The show is somehow both too slow and too fast.
If you need proof of how much the pacing hobbled the show, look no further than its third and final season. Considered by the vast majority of fans to be the best of all, the Metarax saga is a complete departure. It features a single overarching plot, a clear sense of direction, and much denser, more emotional storytelling. This season proves the writers were capable of crafting a compelling, well-paced narrative. Moments like Kale's being forced to make an impossible choice regarding Cosmo's fate carry real weight, a weight the show's earlier episodic structure simply couldn't have supported. The success of the Metarax saga makes the flaws of the first 2 seasons all the more obvious. It's a glimpse of the show's Sonic X could have been from the start. So while it's easy to point the finger at Chris Thorndike, his character is a product of the show's flawed foundation. Sonic X's biggest mistake was its inconsistent and poorly planned pacing. It created a narrative that was simultaneously stretched too thin and compressed too tightly, never quite finding the right speed. It left a generation of fans with a show that had moments of brilliance, but was ultimately a marathon to get through. But what do you think? Was the pacing the real issue, or is Chris Thorndike truly the unforgivable flaw of Sonic X? Let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more deep dives into your favorite animated series.